The stars were out for the Chiefs and the Eagles last night at Super Bowl Media Night, the official kickoff to Super Bowl week here in Phoenix. And I am all sorts of fired up for this matchup with so many storylines to touch on this week. And let's be honest, none more important than the matchup between Jalen Hurts and Patrick Mahomes, two of the best quarterbacks in the NFL. You know I have an MVP vote, and Patrick Mahomes got my vote for NFL MVP. And Jalen Hurts was number 4 on my list, and frankly, he was number 2 until he got injured. I think that Patrick Mahomes is going to be vintage Patty, and you look at what he's been able to do this postseason. I'm not worried about the high ankle sprain. You know, we got duped against Cincinnati. He's going to be absolutely dynamite. Patrick Mahomes knows what's at stake in terms of his legacy, and he wins a second Super Bowl, 5th year as a starter. I mean, it's going to be a freight train of takes that are positive in terms of Mahomes. And for Jalen Hurts, honestly, I'm more concerned about his shoulder than I am the ankle for Patrick Mahomes. I mean, Jalen Hurts has been sensational all year, but look at these numbers on your screen. He has been, let's be honest, a hood ornament, a game manager. Last 3 times he has played football, so I think there is a major quarterback advantage in this game, and it favors my guy, Patrick Mahomes. You have talked to the players, you've talked to the coaches. How big a deal is it in terms of the injury factor for both of these quarterbacks on Super Bowl Sunday?
So I think you and I are on different sides of this. I think it's a big factor still for Patrick Mahomes.
Tell me.
Well, Jalen Hurts, I think it's an afterthought. It's still something that can be monitored, worried about, but having been on that sideline against Cincinnati, I know it'll be 2 weeks removed. Mahomes was definitely compromised. The wrong angle, the wrong launch point, whatever it might be, you could tangibly hear him uncomfortable. Now, the thought is he's improved, but as you know, it only takes one awkward movement, one wrong hit. Against this pass rush, I think it's something that continues to be a storyline. I'd be much more concerned about Mahomes in this game than Jalen Hurts.
Wow, how about that? That's why I asked the questions. That's great information. I look at the Andy Reid Super Bowl, and I think there's a major coaching advantage that favors Andy Reid. Do you see a major coaching advantage or a coaching advantage in this game?
I'm with you on this one. I mean, I think Andy Reid has the edge if you want to go that way. It's his 4th Super Bowl, and it's more so just all the surrounding aspects to this game, the extended halftime, the buildup, how to manage the week, how to get your players primed for Sunday but not overexhausted. In the game, I think Nick Sirianni and Andy Reid can go toe-to-toe in scheme, how to best attack it. But I think Reid has the edge based off of experience. Experience matters in this game.
Oh, yeah. Chiefs' #1 pass offense against the #1 pass defense with the Philadelphia Eagles. Who's got the edge there, Evan Washburn?
I'm with you on this. We hit this today. We were out with the Eagles. And I go back to, and this kind of associates itself with the injury for Mahomes. His last Super Bowl, remember he had the toe?
Of course.
He was compromised.
Yeah.
The Bucs defense and that front made his day miserable. I could see a very similar situation, and these guys kind of see that. I mean, it's blood in the water. You got Brandon Graham wanting to get after these guys. You got 4 players with double-digit sacks. I mean, Mahomes is going to do Mahomes things, but you factor in his injury and then the guys around him. I mean, that wide receiver core is compromised. I give the edge to Philly.
It's going to be fascinating to see how that plays out. And unlike the last Super Bowl, there's trust now for Kansas City with that offensive line. So who you got? Who you picking?
I think I kind of sort of tipped my cards here a little bit. This is a pretty helmet. They've done some special things. Get it out of here.
Wow.
We're going Philly. Fly, Eagles, fly. I just think that if they can manage all that comes with the early portion of this game, the emotions, and avoid a slow start, I just like this team in this game. They've got complementary pieces on both sides, and I think that they could be a wave that could be tough for KC to handle.
I'm glad we talked it out on a Tuesday.
Hey, man, I'm here anytime you need me.
My guy. Welcome back. Time to shine. Jets rookie wide receiver Garrett Wilson had an absolutely phenomenal season in 2022. Over 1,100 yards, 4 touchdowns. Got my vote for Offensive Rookie of the Year. And look at this guy. Garrett, how are you?
I'm doing well, man. Appreciate you having me on.
It is great to have you on the show. And tell us what you're doing with our good friends over at Old Spice.
Yeah, man. When I'm out there on the field, under the bright lights, and the pressure can build up. All of a sudden, you can work up a sweat. But when I got Old Spice swagger in hand, I never have to worry about any of that. For me, it's been huge to work with Old Spice. It's been great to work with them, and I'm really excited to be here representing them.
Oh, I love that. And listen, you had an unbelievable rookie season, one of the best rookie seasons of any wide receiver we've seen as a rookie, as a neophyte in the last 5-10 years in the NFL. I mean, it was remarkable. What clicked so well for you right away as a rookie, and what would it mean to you if you were the Rookie of the Year?
I just had great teammates that I was able to learn from, and initially it wasn't always sunshine and rainbows. I came in and I took a little while to get acclimated to the speed of the game and what it took to be successful in the offense, and just having the right people and turning over the right stones, asking the right questions is what propelled me to be ready by the time week 1 came around. So to know what I put in this season would result in a Rookie of the Year, that would be awesome. Just to be nominated is a blessing and something I'm really excited about to be out here. And if I went home with some hardware, that'd be a cherry on top for sure.
Yeah, I love that smile as you talked about it. You got my vote. You've been my guy as a rookie wide receiver all season long. So I was one of those. I know your coach was keeping the receipts. I didn't believe in the Jets this year, and I was thrilled for you and the players and the coaches and the fans that I was wrong, especially early. Now, I personally, with that said, I don't stress the positive on the season because you guys had a chance to make the playoffs. It didn't work out. I know you're a winner. Yeah. Go back to Ohio State. I know how much winning means to you. Do you stress the positive or the negative on the team this past season?
Honestly, I'm not gonna lie. I think about what went wrong and how I can fix it, how I can do my part to make sure it doesn't happen again next season. The things that went right is in the building. It's because what we have in the building, and that's what we're going to put out there on the field. We're going to be able to win games, and now it's about how can we finish? How can we finish drives? How can we finish games? And that's the mindset. And I feel like that's the mindset around the facility is we know we got some bright spots, but let's not talk about that. Let's figure out what we got going wrong and figure out how we can not be in this position next year.
I love that. And you say the bright spots and make sure you're not in that position next year. So I cringe when I hear same old Jets, right? And that to me, it's mind-numbing. So you come in as a rookie. You have this dominant rookie season. You're a winner, warrior, tough, physical. You're producing. It matters to you. How important is that to change the perception, the reality of Jets football?
Yeah, I feel like, that's everything, with guys like Sauce and Brees and Jermaine that come in from, winning backgrounds and come in from winning schools. They know how to do it. They know what it takes and how to go about it week by week as far as preparation. And just how you carry yourself, whenever you do win, you gotta act like this is what we do. It's not a fluke. This is not a fluke. This is what we do, and eventually we're gonna get to that point. For me, I want it to happen right now, but it takes time, and we're gonna get to that point. I'm confident.
So there's been a lot of chatter about my guy Aaron Rodgers and where he's gonna play, and trying to follow your Instagram stories. I know you're all in here. What would it mean to you as a wide receiver? What would it mean to the Jets? Because I look at you, the players at receiver, skilled position, Brees Hall, top 5 defense. Aaron Rodgers on the Jets, to me, that's a team that's going to make a Super Bowl run. What would Aaron Rodgers, if traded to the Jets, you got Nathaniel Hackett, what would that mean to you individually and potentially the success of the team?
Yeah, it would be awesome. When you have a chance to go get someone that's one of the greatest of all time, in my opinion, the greatest, talent-wise, put the ball anywhere. And for me, being a young dude and having the chance to learn from someone like that's done it for, what's he probably coming on his 20th year? The benefits would be, it's hard to put a measure on that, and what the knowledge he would drop on us and the other people around the facility and the other quarterbacks. So I feel like when you get someone like Aaron Rodgers, you immediately become a contender. And knowing what we had last year and what we put on film, we know we're close. So if we get someone like him, I expect to be there, be in the spot where we think we should be at come next season.
I have the chills if you're a Jets fan listening to that. You got to be fired up. So who you picking in the Super Bowl? You taking the Philadelphia Eagles or you taking the Kansas City Chiefs? Who you taking?
It's hard to go against Mahomes, man. I can't say that I'm not going to choose Mahomes, but I grew up an Eagles fan, so I don't know. I don't know. I got Mahomes. If I had to put some money on it, it would be Mahomes.
You're going to take Mahomes?
Yeah.
Yeah. Listen, we're exactly on the same page here. Better team, but you can't go against this guy.
Yeah, it's hard to bet against my guy over here.
That's my guy right there, Garrett Wilson. This guy's unbelievable.
Thank you for watching. Please like and subscribe, and don't forget to hit the bell for more videos.